Seeing out there currently again is on that Portland Harbor Superfund cleanup. One of the questions that I asked some of the EPA representatives is that when we're looking at the river itself and we're talking again, this cleanup, as everybody knows, that's actually in the river, not necessarily on the bank, and a small amount on the bank. But one of the questions I posed to them is that when you're talking submersible land, I said, let me ask you one simple question. Who owns that? Do the property owners own that submersible land? Now, an interesting situation here is that if you own land that has contaminated sediment on your property, you may be able to point at a lot of other people to try to get to clean that up. But ultimately, at the end of the day, you as the person that owns that land, to me, is at the top of the list on who's responsible, number one, to clean that land up first, and then go after the people that you suspect of polluting your land. Now, it's my understanding submersible land is owned by the state. Now, if I'm incorrect on that, I haven't heard anything from Governor Brown on this situation, on how much they're willing to pay. Because it's my understanding they own the land. If you just bought that property, riverfront property, within that 10-mile radius, but you had nothing to do with anything with the pollution on that submersible land out in front of your property, I posed the question to EPA and said, how do you think you're going to get that property owner, which is called the allocation group, to pay any money? Their response was, we have our ways. And I said, well, how much money do you think you're going to get the city of Portland to pay? And they said, well, what have they said to you? And I said, they're not saying anything to me. And they smiled. They said they don't think they will. Again, as you know, John DiLorenzo is suing the city of Portland for using utility money of $50+ million to begin pay on the Superfund cleanup. Now, John DiLorenzo, I feel, will win in court, and then the city's going to have to pay back $50 million that I don't think they have. And when this Superfund cleanup bill gets set on top of certain individuals, this is going to get very interesting at the end of the day. Thank you.